A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Flips it out to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The sure hands, it's Malls. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
Through the air, it's Tolzien. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they strike first. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Proctor. The screen, and watch out. Open space at the 25. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll move the tight end. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply didn't.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. Tackled there by the defense. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Tolzien. Here comes the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Makes the grab, it's Acho. He smashes his way through again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's looking to pass. Rushes on him. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Smalls. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Gets it to the back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. To throw, it's Tolzien. Fires to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it fly deep downfield. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picked off, not the second half start they hoped for.
But how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking to throw, it's Proctor. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A little release to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Proctor. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in an empty set. Might be changing the route. From the gun. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed to... on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Got his man downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it on the counter. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Sticks it in his belly. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Tolzien. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Landry. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Proctor. Bringing the heat. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a fifth. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Looking to throw, it's Harvin. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.